Really is. Now, you might have seen a few daffodils heralding the start of spring, but did you know there are 30,000 different types of daffs?
They're not all the same. And now botanists are asking for help in tracking which varieties are growing where. Helen Briggs has the story.
Cheery yellow daffodils brightening up a gloomy morning, but there's more to the plants than meets the eye.
Why preserve something like this?
I mean, look at the yellowness of this color. The biology behind these plants are astounding.
This spring, experts want you to map daffodils up and down the country as they burst into bloom.
For me, daffodils are the herald of spring. We want to map them to see where people grow their daffodils and what daffodils they grow. So with this, we can get some data of how they respond, whether the flowering time changes as our climate changes.
Daffodils have a long and fascinating history, inspiring generations of artists, poets and authors.
This shows quite effectively how different daffodils can be. Even in the 1600s, there was a huge variety of daffodils.
The search is now on to find some of the daffodils lost to time, such as the Sussex bonfire, the Mrs. William Copeland and the Mrs. R.O. Backhouse.
We've been in love with daffodils for centuries, and people have developed a huge variety of different types of daffodil. But because we're so familiar with them, I think we've taken them for granted. So we're hoping that people will see how varied daffodils are, get excited about the hunt for an old one and join in.
Daffodils have been bred for centuries to look beautiful, but experts say there are very good practical reasons for conserving them in all their dazzling array of different shapes and forms.
There might be scientific importance to them. We're discovering at the moment that there's important treatments for Alzheimer's where daffodils are an important part of the ingredients. That's just one example of why they might be important in the future.
Daffodils have been lost and found over the years, and it could be that one of the missing plants is growing in a garden near you. Helen Briggs, BBC News at Wisley in Surrey.
You've been helping us track them down this morning, sending in pictures. Pamela sent us one and says her late dad had early daffs in his garden from December every year, and there they are, still growing. Lovely.
Ellie in Devon took this picture at Agatha Christie's house, also in December.
Do you think she asked Agatha's permission?
Sure.
June
No.
saw these in Lowestoft, looking gorgeous.
And Sandra from Pontypridd has some beautiful paper white daffodils. They're gorgeous. They've been flowering since before Christmas.
We have loved seeing those. That is it from us this morning.